Hello, sir. I'm Salman. I'm from C section. I will be discuss on my assignment. It is a mini ATC. Our assignment determines that the given string is a valid or invalid. In the simple words, we have a set of strings or a set of characters or a set of numbers. We want to check the given number or strings or characters are true or false using the three languages. We have written the code. We have language 1, language 2, language 3. Every language determines that language 1 decided on the just checking the valid or invalid. Language 2 have determines the symbols and their tokens, and language 3 come across with the all the combined features. Let's I introduce more. So our project is just checking the valid or invalid strings, the given strings from the user. Or so before tell, I have a set of queries on the conversation of strings. Before we convert it, we have a smaller programmer. We all know that computer does not know that high level language. It uses special program called it the compiler. It converts the high level programming language into machinery language, so the machine can easily understand the zero and ones. 0 evolves to false and 1 is equals to true. Let's share my screen, and let's we check the given string or input are valid or invalid with the help of the codes. The code have been written in the Python language. Let's I share my screen. So this is my languages. We have written the three languages L1, L2, L3. .pb I have tell that I have been used the Python language or Python code to evaluate my executions on the uh, checking the valid or invalid inputs. My L1 dot py. So it is my first language. So my first language tells that I want to check the given string is a valid and invalid. I does not need the symbols and etc. Just check the given valid input is valid or invalid. So identifier is equals to input. Enter the identifier. So the first stage is the given value is a valid or invalid. Valid or invalid. Just a while. The Py1 determines the identifier is equals to input, enter the identifier. This is the first pre-stage where the terminal asks to user to enter your input that you wants to get output from your input that you wants to check it is valid or invalid. We have identifier is equals to input, enter the identifier. So if identifier is equals to 0, this 0 represents the starting place of the string where starts the letter from the 0. It is just like stat the letters from the 0 or numbers are our specific word, and we have used is alpha. This determines the alphabetic letter. Use the alphabet letter from A to Z. It's maybe caps or it's maybe small. We have tell that we all valued inputs that from the alphabets that may be A to Z or a small letter A to Z. It is a valued inputs. Tell that it is a valued inputs that is evolved to true. Again, it's again we have used one more. It is a digits, not just alphabets. We have also used the digits. The digit represents the 0 to up to swan numbers. Easily tells that it is a valid or invalid. The value is equals to false, and if it's then break it. We have used the if condition. The if condition states that the if condition states that print valued identifiers. If the given input is valid, so then it will be print the valid identifier. So if evolves to true or it's evolves to false, so we have used the if condition. If condition states that, oh, if the only given condition is true, it's evolved to true. Otherwise, it will be not executed. So again, we have used the else. Else means we if the invalid, then enter the invalid identifiers. Else print invalid identifiers. So here comes the valid or invalid, just in the form of alphabets and digits. Let's check. So I have been used the Python. So I use Python, Python language L1 dot py. So it will ask to enter me the input required to get a or check a valid or invalid invalid string. So example, I take one of my name that have is valid because my name have a no special characters numbers. It just belongs from the character. So let's try it. Salman. So it is a valid input because my name has only characters from the alphabets. So we have valid input information. So our status is valid information. Let's try invalid. Let's try invalid. Assume I use a special character and enter. So this is invalid because in the alphabets, a special characters does not uh, belongs or there. So it shows the invalid identifier. So we done with the L1. So let's move on to the our next. It is our L2 language. So the L2 language shows that use the tokens. Tokens is the main major part in this code because tokens belongs to the keywords, operations, identifiers, numbers, and the delimiters. Because these are the keywords are the values to the belongs from their representation to their symbols or their properties. So, keyword operators and delimiters, these are the tokens. The tokens having a keyword. Keywords belongs to the begin, end, int, print, and operators. We all know that operators is a specific thing to perform an operation on the logical or the arithmetical, mathematical. So these are the all the valued symbols belongs to the keyword have a all valued symbols. Operators having their all valued symbols, and determinants are also having their all valued symbols. They are the all valued symbols to the their keywords or their tokens. These are the tokens, keywords, operators, and determinants, and another two numbers and also the operations. I have if I have been written any set of numbers like 5 plus 1, I need a space. So this help us to make or replace the space between the two operators. So add the space around the symbols. So this make sure that adding the space between the symbols. If assume that I have been written 3 plus 1, so 3 have a specific space and 1 also having a specific space. So the easily we can understand and easily the computer can also understand. Then if it is, then token is equals to code dot sprint. It will be sprinted and also the result is valued to true. Then having tell I that it is going to be evaluating for a true. It's a valid for t in the token. So as I told you, we have written for four tokens. The tokens are keyword, operators, determinators, numbers, and the keyword. If t in keyword, result dot append t dot keyword, it shows that takes the keywords that have been from valued. The valued keywords are these symbols from having the weightage. All these are the valued. If we having a in the our input related to this, the code will be tells that it is a true, otherwise all the other cases it's going to be false. It's a invalid. So like that we have written for the keyword, operators, determinators, and numbers and identifications. We have written for, and also in our language we did not using the float values. The float values are not valued, it is a invalid. So we have written it is a false, it is a invalid. Else append the identifiers. So the result valued. So please enter the so as I told that it will ask again to enter the specific input to tell it is a valid or invalid. It may be symbol or it characters, or it may be, as I told, that operators. So again, I have used the if, for, and print the program status. Now it will be shows in the program status is valid or invalid. Let's try one example. So it is my L2 language. I just enter. So it is asking enter the mini ATC as I mentioned here. As I mentioned here, print enter the mini ATC code. So I have been saved one example in my note. Let's try. Let's try one example. Salman, take any symbols from here, like Salman plus Salman. So here it tells that token Salman is the identifier. As I know that Salman is a alphabet letter, it is a identifier, and multiplication is belongs to the operator. So the given program status is a valid program. Let's move on to the next language. It is our language 3. Language 3. Language 3. As I told that language 3 is the combination of the above the two languages. It is having the many futuristic things. Our first language tells only valid, invalid. It may be characters or just numbers, and two tells that symbols and the special characters are valid or invalid. And like that, the third also has been similar to it. So the third tells that defined preprocessed input status. As I told that symbols are belongs to this. Symbols having this much weightage, or this is represented by the symbols. This all are the valued symbols. We have used this is the valued symbols. Every symbols having specific validation. If we enter any input like having these symbols, it will going to be valued symbols. In all and other cases is going to be false. For s in the symbols, input string is equals to input string is dot plus dot plus like that having double quotes because the for the space nations Again, I have used the for loop in the raw tokens. Tokens also belongs to the same begin end. These are the valued for the keywords and return the new tokens. If it's valued appearance with the number ID tokens, it will be returned with the new tokens. Coming to the main part, define the program. Return the match begin and stimulate string and end. This is the main part, and the defined assignment to the progress and the current process. If the match id and the match is equals to and the explorer and the match is equals to, return the true. This determines the global collections of the variables are the in the form of evaluations. It will be going to be evolved, it's true, otherwise it's going to be evolved, it's false. Main the strings input enter the strings tokens represent the system and process. If the process and the program lens tokens print valid and invalid. Let's check one. Let's try one example on this code. This is my L3 language. So I am entering this. So let's try one example. Salman, we column, and plus. So it is a valid. So it status that valid because Salman belongs from a character alphabets. Semicolon belongs to the special, and plus is equals to operator example. So thank you one and all. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.